Hi everyone, it's Mary Heyer from Newton-Wellesley Cardiac Rehab, and today we are going to make a quinoa salad. I love quinoa because not only is it a whole grain, it's actually a seed, but we classify it as a whole grain. It's a complete protein for those who want to try to emphasize a plant-based diet in their lifestyle. So today what I want to do is show you how to use quinoa, and then we're going to mix it with some colorful vegetables so that you get a good dose of vitamin A, vitamin C, and some antioxidants. So not only are you nourishing your heart with whole grains, but you're getting the phytonutrients that you need too. So let's get started. We are using quinoa. It's actually a seed, but we classify it as a whole grain. You can get it either red, black, yellow, white. For this recipe, we're going to use white, or the yellow version. It's the mildest form of quinoa, so it's a good one to start with if you've never had it before. But quinoa, you can find it in the grocery store in the bagged aisle. It's bagged in the aisles where the rice is. You can also find it in pre-packaged boxes. If it's in the bags, you do have to rinse it. So what you do is you put the cup of quinoa in a mesh colander, very fine mesh. You rinse it with water. It rinses off a lot of the natural protectants that can cause it to be bitter. So you cook a cup of quinoa and a cup and a half of water for 15 minutes. You bring it to a boil and let it simmer at low for 15 minutes. And you're going to then let it cool to room temperature. You can even put it in the refrigerator. If you made this on the weekend and then you're going to use it for the recipe during the week, it can be at room temperature right out of the refrigerator. So again, it's a cup of quinoa to a cup and a half of water, which makes just about around 3 cups. So you put the quinoa in. Then the next ingredient we're going to use is a 1/4 cup of red onion, a cucumber, cut and diced. I grated a large carrot. If you don't have a grater, you can also use diced carrots. And for the red pepper, what we're going to do is you can use fresh red peppers where you make them roasted yourselves. You put them in the oven at 450 for 20 minutes. The skin actually starts to brown and flake off. You pull the skin off and then you dice it. If you need a quick thing too, you can also buy them prepared. Just make sure you rinse them because they're in a brine, so they're a little bit higher in sodium. So 1 full red diced pepper. And then it calls for 2 cloves of garlic. You can either dice the garlic yourself with a paring knife, use a garlic press, or I like this little fancy wheel. It has a blade inside. You put the 2 cloves of garlic in, and then you drive it back and forth, and it will mince the garlic for you really easy. And then you can add 2 cloves of garlic. Alright, so that's it for the base of the salad. For the salad dressing, what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 tablespoons of olive oil. For olive oil, you want to use cold pressed and extra virgin. The less processed the oil is, the better off it is. A 1/4 cup of lemon juice. You can either juice 2 lemons to get about a 1/4 cup of juice, or you can use lemon juice from the grocery store. And then 2 tablespoons of water. You're going to whisk that together till it's all mixed up. Set it aside. And what we're going to do last is add the avocado. What you do is you take a paring knife, slice it down the middle, and then you're going to open it up and you see the pit. So what you do is you slice with a knife lengthwise and across, and then you scoop it out. And for this recipe, I'm just going to use half because it's just me at home right now. And then you can whisk the dressing one more time. Actually, let's add the arugula first. You add 3 cups of arugula. That's about 3 big handfuls. And then pour the dressing over it. Mix it up. Whoops. Okay, and you can see how colorful it is. And it's ready to be plated as a salad. You can also put this in a Tupperware and bring it to lunch. If you have people in your family who are not plant-based only, you can add 4 ounces of chicken breast or slices of chicken tenderloins. Again, the serving of poultry would be the palm of the hand or a deck of cards. A nice piece of roasted salmon would be really good, or grilled salmon. You could also grill some tofu or add some beans to it if you want. But quinoa is a complete protein, so this meal in itself is complete already. So it is great to have you guys here with me today, and thank you for joining me.